at the very end of it all.
Gotham have done it! And they're into their first NWSL Championship final.
OL Reign are going to the final against Gotham next Saturday.
It's Gotham versus OL Reign, in front of the greatest fans with the best teammates. Now we get to do it one more time on the biggest stage for one last dance and one last game. The job is not done. There's still one thing we haven't checked off.
Stengel with a strike!
One of us will be walking away with our first NWSL trophy. I've shared so much with Pino. I've shared so much with Kriegs. There's no chance she's getting this. But I can't share this one. To the victor goes the spoils. One last time. It's Gotham FC versus OL Reign. This is the 2023 NWSL Championship.
I'll finish what I started.
And welcome to the 2023 Ally NWSL Championship. Tonight on CBS Sports is the OL Reign and Gotham FC, presented by CarMax. These two teams will face off to earn the right to call themselves NWSL champions for the first time in their club's history, and the NWSL legends are ready one final time. And hello and welcome along, everyone. I'm Poppy Miller. It's so nice to have you with us for what will be a true fairy tale ending tonight for one of the game's legends, as Megan Rapinoe or Ali Krieger will walk off into the sunset with one of the few trophies missing from their illustrious careers. Let's take a look at how they got here in the road to the championship. The OL Reign beat Angel City in the quarterfinals with a goal from Veronica Latsko. In the semi-finals, it was Latsko once again, the hero, notching another to lift the Reign over the Shield winners, the San Diego Wave. Then on the other side of the bracket, number 60 Gotham FC knocked off the Courage in the quarterfinals to earn their first ever playoff win. Katie Stengel's wonder-striking extra time was the difference in the match to oust Portland in the semi-final to make them arrive to their first NWSL final in club history. Kickoff is now just a couple of minutes away for you, so let's get you over to your commentators for the match. Laurie Lindsay, but first, Jackie Oatley.
Well, thank you, Poppy. What a thrilling season it has been. And at the end of it all, we are left here with last season's Shield winners who came out on top, and the bottom side that year, Gotham, who somehow have made up a 27-point gap. And they've won both of their games in the playoffs without conceding as well. And Laurie Lindsay is here to tell us how on earth they've done that.
Yeah, well, what an incredible turnaround, but not completely surprising, because this is a Gotham team that was aggressive in the offseason to bring in a new coach, more experienced players. They deserve to be here. And then for OL Reign, this is a team that's used to winning trophies, but the one that's eluded them, this one right here, the NWSL Championship. All expectations are on them to get this win tonight.
Okay, well, let's have a look at how the two sides line up. Starting with OL Reign, they are unchanged from the semi-final win over San Diego Wave in this very stadium.
Yeah, loads of experience on this team. They'll need to use that to their advantage tonight. That starts with their two center backs, Barnes, Cook. They'll anchor the back line. Fishlock in the midfield. She'll be the connector, but then up top, expect Rapinoe, Latsko to be on the ball quite often. But Latsko, 2-game winners in the last 2 games. They'll need that from her tonight. But when you think about difference makers, you think about this player right here, Rose Lavelle. She is their X factor. She has all the tools. She can go 1v1. She can wiggle her way out of pressure. She can strike from distance. But it is her ability and her movement in and around the 18-yard box that can cause a lot of problems for Gotham's defense tonight.
Well, that's for Gotham. Their head coach, Juan Carlos Amoros, has changed his lineup every single match throughout this entire campaign until the semi-final, and now he's retained the same starting 11 once again.
Well, it's not surprising that they've retained the same starting lineup, because they have been undefeated in these playoffs. But much like OL Reign, this is a team that is dangerous in the wide areas, so expect the outside backs of Neiswanger, Brunina to get high and wide in the attack. But up top, Esther, she will be the focal point centrally. She'll play back to goal and ultimately allow the other wingers to be even more aggressive in the attack. And when you think about being aggressive in the attack, you think about Lynn Williams. We talk about the turnaround with this team. Well, she is the main reason why. 7 goals goals, 3 assists on the season so far. That leads this team, but she does so much more than find the back of the net. They're going to need her presence on both sides of the ball in order to secure their first championship tonight.
And she's so experienced at this level. We are just minutes away from the 10th NWSL Championship game. Neither of these sides has ever won one before. It is a beautiful day for football in Southern California. OL Reign from Seattle and Gotham from New Jersey, New York are vying to be crowned champions for the very first time. It's the last game for the legendary Megan Rapinoe and Ali Krieger in their final ever professional game, and they are the subject of our Ally Bio Blast.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better than this. Big careers, big friends, and now big rivals. The only championship that these two haven't won is this one right here. We're in for a treat tonight.
And Ali Krieger is the captain for Gotham. Plenty of experience in both of these sides. And that is the trophy in front of them that they are both playing for. All the preparations done. The talking is over. Now it's all about the action. The OL Reign and Gotham players stride out for the final time this season. It's the 137th and last match of a highly competitive NWSL campaign, which has seen last season's bottom side claw their way up the table, squeak into the playoffs, and here they are facing a Reign side whose standards have slipped this season. But with the likes of Megan Rapinoe in the side, they will want to change that, and they still have a chance to lift the championship trophy for the very first time. What will they be thinking, Laurie Lindsay?
Well, they're certainly be wanting to manage their emotions. A lot of excitement, a lot of nerves. So the first 20 minutes are going to be key to this game.
We are all set. This is the 2023 Ally NWSL Championship on CBS Sports, and it's coming right up.
R&B recording artist, Rosemary.
This is still 1, 2, 3, 4.
Tiff, Leanne, can you hear me?
Mic check 1, 2, 3. This is Christina. Mic check 1, 2, 3. Thanks. I didn't hear anything in my ears. I can hear now. Okay. Perfect.
Welcome back to Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego, where old friends are rivals for a final time. Now, before we kick off in the championship game, let's head down pitch side, where Tiffany Blackman's with the Gotham head coach, Juan Carlos Amoros.
Thanks, Jackie. Coach, you are sticking with the same starting 11 you had for the semifinals. Why does this group give you the best chance to try to win a championship tonight?
Well, I think they know how we want to play. They know what style, the same as their teammates, but they've been fantastic, so they get the chance to go out there tonight again, no?
Thanks, Coach. Good luck tonight.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Jackie?
Thank you very much, Tiff. To think that this time last season, Gotham season was over, cut adrift at the foot of the table. There has been so much change since then. A new coach, 13 new players. Whereas on the Reign side, there are old heads who have been in championship games before. Megan Rapinoe, Lauren Barnes and Jess Fishlock all started 2 previous finals, and they lost on both occasions. This is a final chance for Megan Rapinoe at least to put it right. We are just seconds away. Huge game feeling about this one. So much of the build-up about those 2 players. Our referee tonight is Katya Koroleva, who also took charge of the last meeting between these 2 sides in May, when Gotham thumped Reign 4-1 in Seattle. And that, by all accounts, was the turning point in Gotham's season, when they started to believe that they could achieve and that they could reach this level. Now, can they go one step further? The 2023 NWSL Championship game is underway in San Diego, and history will be made today with a brand new champion to be crowned. It is OL Reign in the dark blue, it is Gotham all in white, and this will be a fiercely contested match. Laurie Lindsay, your thoughts?
Yeah, the first 20 minutes are going to be key, Jackie, just to manage emotions, start this game strong, stay compact defensively, don't concede, and then build yourself into this game.
Here is Megan Rapinoe up against young Bruninha from Brazil. Rapinoe with a good ball in early on, and Heitemer flying in. Now the early warning signs are there.
Well, that is an exact area they're going to be looking for all night long, the OL Reign. Direct balls over the top to the wingers. This time it's Megan Rapinoe, and then she just gets face up. This is the matchup that they're going to want. A little clever outside of the ball, or outside the football into the 18-yard box, but getting the balls direct out to the wingers and then whipping balls in to the runners inside the 18-yard box.
Mandy Hort is the goalkeeper for Gotham tonight, getting an early touch. Maybe that will do her some good. Neither of these goalkeepers started their campaigns as number 1. Mandy Hort having to come in for Abby Smith, who was injured. Emily Sonnet on the ball for Reign. McClernand. And you just get the feeling that the first goal in this game could prove crucial. And Laurie, bearing in mind, if it is OL Reign, you get the impression they'd be quite happy to sit in and make life very difficult for Gotham after that. Whereas if it was Gotham who scored first, then perhaps it could be a little livelier.
Yeah, I absolutely think so. And one of the things that we know about this OL Reign team is that they want to press. They want to put the opposition under pressure early on. But they're also happy just to sit back, concede possession, concede the space, and not allow for the space to develop in behind, and that's where Gotham can be most dangerous when this game opens up in transition.
It's Lynn Williams back to her own goalkeeper, Hort. Maitane, Spain international, who's come in midway through the season and done really well. Oh, there's a problem here for Megan Rapinoe. Well, she's seen some early action, and she looks to have a problem here. Well, there was nobody around her when Megan Rapinoe went down. And this is a real concern for the legend in her final professional game. So much talk, so much build-up about her facing off against Ali Krieger, both players having won 2 Women's World Cups with the United States. And it would be devastating for her if she weren't able to continue.
Oh, and this is a player that we know has battled some injuries as of late in her career, and there she goes down, just unattested on the top of your screen, off to a bright start. And as you mentioned, Jackie, that would be devastating, and right now the reaction do look like she might be coming off, hands in her head. Really slow to get up.
What a sad, sad sight. Laura Harvey having to reorganise things straight away, talking to the really experienced Lauren Barnes about what she might do here, as it looks as though Megan Rapinoe, very, very sadly, may well have to be replaced. Well, the players have only just done their warm-ups, and it could well be Bethany Bolser that comes on. And this is a sight that absolutely nobody wanted to see. There's a stretcher coming on. And it appears a substitution is about to be made. And this is such a sad, sad way for Megan Rapinoe's professional career to come to an end. The fans had shown up in their numbers to celebrate a national heroine, a woman who has done so much, not just for the women's game, but for the game of football in the United States, and for so many more causes beyond. And the appreciation of that player will continue for many years to come. And just listen to that ovation. Appreciation of a legend. But here the game continues, and Bethany Bolser has come on, and Gotham FC are looking to take advantage of the disarray and perhaps the emotional experience that the OL Reign players are going through, seeing their friend, their teammate, having to go off in such disappointing circumstances. But this is a final, and continue they must, Laurie.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talk about big players stepping up in these big moments. Well, even more right now, as that's a big ball over the top, trying to find Bethany Bolser and Haitema up top, who've just come into game. Bethany Bolser, but it's going to be a different type of player than Megan Rapinoe. She's going to have a bit more room to play centrally. Haitema and her will change in and out. But again, big players have to step up in these moments, whether it's Fishlock, Sonnet, Lou Barnes on that back line for OL Reign.
On we go. And still the ovation continues as Megan Rapinoe heads down the tunnel, limping from that injury, which was entirely off the ball. She did put an early cross in literally the first minute of the game, looking to have that impact to try to catch out young Gotham goalkeeper. But now it's all about the rest of the Reign side trying to win it for themselves and also for their legendary teammate. They have Jess Fishlock still, they have Lauren Barnes still on the ball. They are not short of leaders, that is for sure. And they have plenty of experience. Here's Lasco with 2 goals in 2 playoff games so far.
Yeah, we're going to see an offside, but it's a bright start for OL Reign outside of losing Megan Rapinoe. At times you can already see it's going to be a hybrid 3-back, and it's going to push Huerta higher up the field on this right-hand side. That's where they can excel the most in the attack, to be able to overload that back line for Gotham.
Okay, let's go down pitch side to Tiffany.
Hey guys, I watched Megan Rapinoe walk by me, a really grave look of concern on her face, but on her way back behind the benches, I saw Coach Juan Carlos Amoros go over, pat her on the back, and shake her hand. So everyone...
Thanks, Tiff. Here's Esther for Gotham battling away in midfield. Both sides in the semi-finals produced really gutsy, determined displays. Both sets of players had their tails up, and they brought that attitude into this final match in San Diego. Away by Sonnet, picked up now by Neely Martin in the Gotham midfield.
And we've talked a lot about OL Reign and what they need to do. Big players stepping up, but for Gotham FC now, just understanding the moment. It could be even more emotional for the Reign players. So can they get a hold of this game, start to move it, as we're seeing Neiswanger on the ball on this near side.
Neiswanger's ball is dealt with by Cook. Here's Huerta. Laura, you're a really close friend of Megan Rapinoe. No doubt you're feeling a little emotional at the moment. How do you think her teammates on the field will be feeling right now?
Well, absolutely. They are going to be crushed for her, but they also know that they're professionals in this moment. They still have a championship to win, so all business. That is something that their head coach, Laura Harvey, said. They've won this championship, or they've been to the championship 2 times previously, but didn't allow themselves to be in the moment, and that will be the key message going forward. Continue to play your game. You're here for a reason, but also win this championship for Megan.
As if they didn't have enough of an incentive. Here's Ali Krieger standing by to take the free kick. Maitane of Spain to the Brazilian Breninha. Bolsa goes to her. Purse, the player who replaced Megan Rapinoe in her final match for the United States in September. Yasmin Ryan. Breninha. His Purse in a little bit of space. Mitch Purse. Ambitious.
Might be a little bit ambitious, but that's what you want to do early on. Be able to test the young goalkeepers that are on both sides. As we're going to see Bethany Bolser there. She's the one that's come in as a substitute for Megan Rapinoe. And as I mentioned, a little bit of a different player. She will occupy that left-hand side, but she'll have a bit more freedom to come inside, switch with Haitema, who is their center forward. So we'll see how that movement tests that back line for Gotham FC.
Claudia Dickey in goal for OL Reign. She hasn't conceded a goal in the last 4 games. She's done incredibly well since replacing Fallon Tullis-Joyce. Here's Huerta for Reign.
On a good look at the press from Gotham FC too, Jackie. You mentioned that for OL Reign, but Gotham, one of the things that has made them so difficult to play against, getting numbers forward, putting the opposition under pressure.
Esther battling away. Throw into Reign though. Throw into OL Reign. Free kick rather, and looking on the bright side for Reign, at least they're not having to face Amy Rodriguez in a championship final, because they played in 2 before and she scored 3 goals in the 2 of them and denied them a medal at this level. She can't deny them tonight.
Well, they might not have Amy Rodriguez, but they have Lynn Williams, they have Midge Purse, they have Esther on that front line, and that no doubt was a key coming into this game. Picking their moments when the press, but they cannot leave that space in behind, because those three, if you give them time and space on the ball, they'll start to work their magic, and they can be deadly going forward.
Well, we can expect a lot of crosses into the box from Rain, that is for sure. They are the most deadly by a long way from heading situations. And Jordan Heitemark, who's quite a useful player in the centre of the box, trying to get the cross in on that occasion, denied by Braninia. Reminder, if we're level at full time, then we will go to a period of 30 minutes of extra time, and if required, we will have a penalty shootout. But that is a very, very long way away from now. Braninia. Esther underneath it. In Gotham's last match, Laurie, Esther, the centre forward, came back deep and played a lot of the game in midfield. How do you see her role tonight?
Yeah, she is playing a bit higher, but at times she will have, again, the freedom to move around, drop deep into the midfield to create overloads. That is one of the areas I do feel like this OL Reign team does have an advantage. More experience with Fishlock, who's on the ball right now, Sonnet, Rose Lavelle. So with Esther dropping a little bit deeper, it could give them a numerical advantage that could be advantageous once they do get a hold of the ball and then utilize their wingers going forward. And speaking about Rose Lavelle, that is a player that we need to see for OL Reign to get on the ball more. She's their X factor. She's their difference maker. Fresher legs than most of these players coming back from injury. Can cause a lot of problems if she gets on the ball, especially driving at the back line.
Rose Lavelle, what a talent she is. The start that she made in the semi-final was her first start for 2 months. And when we spoke to Megan Rapinoe and to Jess Fishlock in the week, they made it very clear that the X factor is Rose Lavelle. They're a very different side when she's starting. So much talent and so direct as well. They said that when she gets the ball, we just shout at her, "Go, Rose!" and just take on everybody and try and shoot and do it all yourself.
Well, and it's difficult to defend that because you're so used to the defending passing angles, but when a player can get on the ball and start to drive it back lines and then combine at full speed, that's where she's so good, and it's so difficult to get numbers around her. But they have to get on the ball a bit more than we're seeing so far in this first 15 minutes.
Nice Wonga. Lynn Williams to chase. Huerta's there. Swept upfield. Picked up by Neely Martin. So many injuries in this Gotham side this season, it has to be said. So much experience has been unable to play. Christy Mewis has been out until after the World Cup, until the semi-final, where she came on and dropped the ball down for Katie Stengel to score that fabulous winner. Plenty of other injuries as well. Here's Nice Wonga. Nice play by the rookie. Back from Williams to Nice Wonga, intercepted by Cook though, but it's a nice idea.
Well, and that's the thing that the OL Reign have to be careful of, because if they're going to press, that's a tough challenge on Krieger against Heitema. But if they're going to press, then they have to go together, because that was just way too easy for Niswong, the left back, for Gotham FC to be able to work her way, combine out of trouble. And if it wasn't an intervention from Alana Cook for Earl Rain, that would have been Lynn Williams off to the races on this near side.
Forwards from Fishlock. Now it's back to Sonnet. Another of the leaders in this Rain side. McLernan. Sonnet. Who Laura Harvey says she still cannot believe they managed to get her on a free from Washington Spirit. Lovely play from Lavelle. Oh, what a flick that was. Absolutely stunning. Trying to fashion an opening for Glasgow. Well, and that's the magic that Rose Lavelle can bring. She's going to draw 2-3 defenders around her. Not going to be a ton of room in the central areas, but she has the vision, the technical ability to be able to break lines, whether it's through a pass or the dribble. Saw a little glimpse of it there. Bruninia. Krieger to Niswonger. The 39-year-old has been talking Niswonger through this entire campaign ever since the rookie replaced Krieger in the opening match, 10 minutes or so in, when she went down with an injury. Niswonger had been training really only for a week at left back, having played her entire college career as an attacking midfielder, and here she is. Muscle by Latsko.
Oh, what a season that she has. Young Niswonger, rookie of the year, coming in, attacker in college for Florida State, has dropped back to that left back position, and she has been excellent on both sides of the ball, still learning. But it's one of the reasons, and it can't be overstated, on what Juan Carlos Amorós has done with this Gotham team. The aggression in the offseason to be able to get more experienced players in, surround Niswonger, and she's able to learn on the job throughout this season. She said after Krieger's retired next season, she still wants an earpiece in her ear so she can guide her through where she needs to be positionally, because she's been a huge help for her. That's given away by, well, not given away by Ryan, excuse me. Picked up by Niswonger. Williams wants it back. Shepherded by Lavelle. Nicely done. Here's Neely Martin. Bruninia screaming for it. Here's Purse. Purse into Esther. Delaney Sheehan scored her first career goal in the quarter-final of the playoffs. North Carolina Courage. Esther. Ryan. Bruninia. In towards Esther. Williams! Well, that goes down as an opportunity for a player of Lynn Williams' quality and experience. The first opening she's had in this game. Well, just keep an eye on the movement of Esther. She is going to be the difference maker in this game for Gotham, because she's dropping in between the lines. She can create the overloads, as we mentioned, and it's just the awareness to get that ball out wide. And that's where the Rain have to be spot on inside the box because of the movement. A little bit late from Huerta, but Williams gets all of that, nowhere near the goal. But that is better from Gotham FC. Moving the ball, taking the sting out of the game a bit, keeping possession, moving it side to side. Latsko challenged illegally by Krieger. Oh, Megan Rapinoe able to see the funny side. And if you have just joined us, then that is what happened in the opening few minutes to Megan Rapinoe after all the build-up, all the fanfare of the Legends' final game. And there is another legend, Sue Bird, the fiancée of Megan Rapinoe. Well, Jack, we've mentioned the emotions around this game already, and Megan Rapinoe being substituted out with an injury would be emotional for both of these teams. Not only is this a championship, but the last game for both Ali Krieger and Megan Rapinoe. Both teams would feel that, and both teams have responded really well continuing to get back to business, moving the ball around, and exactly what we expect. A pretty tight game defensively. No team really opening themselves up yet or taking a ton of risks.
Sonnet, Rain looking to build. If you do want to watch OL Reign in 2024, by the way, then take advantage of some great season ticket opportunities now available at olrain.com/memberships. Now here's Laval, loves to drive at defences. Trickery. Brings Huerta into play. She wants it back. Sonnet.
Well, Jackie, that wasn't the ball that Sonnet wanted, but that's a right idea because this is a high line for Gotham FC. We've seen that throughout this season, and at times, OL Reign's going to want to just play a ball over the top to loosen that back line, make them drop a little bit deeper than they are. Then that opens up the space for Rosabelle in front of them, or even Sofia Huerta, who's coming down this right-hand side.
Krieger finds Sheehan. Huerta with the challenge, but she wriggles away from her. Delaney Sheehan for Gotham. Into Esther. Challenged by Barnes, but it's away to Lynn Williams. Esther wants it back. Sheehan. Away by Sonnet. Laval, lovely bit of skill. Just off balance, and Ali Krieger was a long way up the field just then. Had they managed to break away, it could have been interesting.
And both teams already being aggressive with their approach, stepping in, the two center backs into the midfield.
And here they come, Gotham. Oh, lovely play by Midge Purse. She has time to pick up Williams! It's Lynn Williams for Gotham in the championship final! She's been here before. She's won here before. And Gotham go 1-up.
Well, it all starts with a turnover on that far side. We talk about the pressing. We talk about the ability to break down. And then they're able to build on that far side. You see the late challenge. And so good from Midge Purse to evade the initial challenge, beat another player, and then it's a late run from Lynn Williams. They overload the 18-yard box. No one steps tight. Huerta loses her mark, and then right there, just at the last second, puts on the Jets and just keeps it on frame to put Gotham up a 1-0. What an excellent finish, especially after missing the opportunity just 2 minutes before. Keeps that one. Easy finish. Well done from Gotham FC in this championship game.
Well, 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 the smile says it all. And Williams already has a bustling trophy cabinet at home. She'll certainly need to make space for another medal, but if it's gold, she has plenty of those too. 3 championships, 3 shields.
And Jackie, we were talking about nerves to this game. One of the reasons why it was tight early on in the first 20-25 minutes. Emotions, excitement, nerves, everything about this game. Not a lot of risk being taken. Well, then it's Gotham FC starts to get a hold of the game, moving it side to side. And then they create those 1v1 situations that we talked about through their wingers, getting isolated, and all the credit to Midge Purse. Being direct, incisive, getting into the box, and then you have the late runners. Excellent work, excellent combination play, and individual effort from Gotham FC to put themselves up 1-0.
Lynn Williams in her 5th final as Krieger gets it away. Now, can they break again? It's Yasmin Ryan, who's going for back-to-back championship titles after winning it with Portland last year. So too Abby Smith, by the way, who's injured, the goalkeeper at the moment. So Mandy Hort is in goal. Now here's Krieger. As Gotham look to consolidate that goal advantage.
Well, we'll see how this changes the complexity of the game with Gotham going up, because at times they are going to want to continue to be driving at the back line, overload the back line of OL Reign, but then be smart in possession, because this is a game now that OL Reign's going to have to come out of their defensive shape at times and look to hunt to get that equalizer.
What fabulous play by Midge Purse in the build-up. Wonderful piece of skill on the right-hand side, taking out two Reign defenders, and then she had two options in the centre.
Well, it was the exact same thing that we talked about coming into this game, Jackie's these areas right here for the Gotham wingers.
Williams on the charge again. Barnes gets there first.
If they can bypass the initial pressure, that is the last thing you want, is open space for those Gotham wingers or for them to get isolated 1v1. And it was an excellent combination play on that far side for Midge Purse to be able to get isolated, and then she's doing what she does best, direct, taking players on.
Nice to see a goal in such a big game scored by some skill and positivity rather than somebody's horrible error. Really was a well-worked goal by Gotham, by Midge Purse, scored by Lynn Williams. A second in a championship final. Oh, now here's an option through the centre. The flag stayed down. Lavelle! And she's put it away! And still the flag is down! And Rose Lavelle has equalised for OL Reign! A moment of quality. Reign cutting through the Gotham defence, and Rose Lavelle kept her head, and what a cool finish.
Well, Jackie, big players stepping up in big moments. We talk about Roosevelt being the X factor. There's the high line of Gotham FC. It's just one pass, and then the little run deep from Roosevelt completely takes out the back line for Gotham FC, and then composed finish, just calm, last minute opens her hip, then closes it, says thank you very much, I tied this game 1-1.
Perfectly timed run by Rose Lavelle, the player with the X factor. And in the absence of Megan Rapinoe, every bit of quality is very welcome as Reign are back on level terms. Let's go down pitch side to Leanne.
Thanks, Jackie. Yeah, it was quite a cool scene. Megan Rapinoe was one of the first ones up. Her teammates were carrying on her back, you know, for her to celebrate the goal. But it was always going to be crucial, the first goal in this game. But fair play to O'Reilly for coming into this game, because Laurie touched upon managing the emotions after losing a player like Megan Rapinoe.
Thanks, Leanne.
And also, Jackie, managing the game, and we talked about the high line for Gotham FC. That is a risk that they're playing when you have a Roosevelt that can come out of the midfield with her runs, timed it perfectly, and just a composed finish.
Here they come again with their tails up. Lavelle. Well, what a game we have on our hands now in San Diego. Really difficult to call this game now, Laurie.
It is, back and forth for us especially, but both of these teams, players stepping up. We're seeing Roosevelt get herself involved. That is a player that we picked out. Getting in between the lines, she's certainly up for it. Lynn Williams, Midge Purse on the other side. Really wonderful players showing up in most important moments.
Huerta again. And now the flag goes up against Haitama. Well, let's have another look at that goal by Rose Lavelle.
Well, this is one of the ways that you can break the high line for Gotham FC, whether it's just a direct ball in behind or a quick combination play, and that is so difficult to defend, because you have a midfielder coming from a deep area, and if no one tracks, that's what happens. You have loads of space and you're 1v1 against the goalkeeper. And then we see the reaction of Megan Rapinoe, certainly going to be cheering her team on, willing them to get another one and get this victory.
And she scored their last goal in the championship final. It was back in 2014 against FC Kansas City. Twice in 2 years they were denied, and they've not been back since. It's one trophy that Laura Harvey would absolutely love to have, to add to her CV. She has plenty besides, and not just at OL Reign. In her 8th season with them in total. Barnes into Fishlock. Krieger. Now here's Ryan. Just allows Sonnet to nip in. Now here's Niswong, a first-time ball looking to try and spring the trap. And now there's a problem for Reign with Emily Sonnet, who looks to be in a lot of pain. Well, another look in a moment at what she did, but she's been scampering around in that midfield and closing down the space. It's been absolutely fabulous this season for Reign.
Oh, Jackie, typically a center back. Sometimes we see her as an outside back, but OL Reign has stepped into that holding midfield role, and my goodness, has she been the difference maker as well for this OL Reign team. There is the tackle. She goes to ground. It just looks like maybe the follow through right there from a stare that catches her right below her shin guard.
Christina Unkel, our rules analyst, is with us. Anything you've seen untoward so far, Christina?
On that play right there, no, Sonia just gets her foot caught into the grass, essentially, and her studs in. And it's good to highlight the fact that the goal for Rose Lavelle, the person who kept her onside was Bruninia, and that was a very, very tight. So if they continue to play that high line, they got to make sure they're all stepping at the same time.
You want to give the assistant a little bit of credit, no doubt, in your role. Come on, because it's difficult to see first time. By definition, you have to have one eye looking one way, one eye looking the other. No, absolutely spot on.
Well, it's good to see a Sonnet back up as well, because as we are mentioning, such an important piece, allows Fishlock, who sits next to her often, take a few more risks in the midfield, and as this game wears on, she's going to have to get more involved into the attack as well to help out Roosevelt.
Sonnet forwards. He looks to be okay now as Krieger moves it to Hort. Another injury problem here now for Maitane, the Gotham centre half. This is really a tough physical battle, as you would expect in a championship final. Concern for Juan Carlos Amoros. Well, it gives the Gotham coach a chance to bring his players over and just regroup after conceding that goal pretty quickly after they'd scored such a fine goal, which was made by Midge Peirce, and allowing Lynn Williams to sweep home.
Well, it was an excellent response from OL Reign just to be able to keep their composure throughout so far, because obviously losing Megan Rapinoe, but then also conceding that goal. And there's Midge Peirce, the one that created that opportunity for Lynn Williams for Gotham. But now for Gotham, conceding that goal immediately afterwards, good opportunity now for them just to calm things down, get back to their game plan, which is picking their moments when they can be direct, but if not, keep possession, play centrally, and allow for those wide spaces to start to open up a bit more.
Let's bring in our goalkeeper specialist, Jill Lloyden, who's standing by and dying to talk to us about the goalkeepers.
This is such a difficult position for Hot.
Rose Lavelle just has exceptional close control here. Has to stay in a balanced position in case Rose Lavelle shoots here. She opens up her hip, disguises her finish, conceals where she wants to go. That off balance is hot, and it's an easy finish for Rose Lavelle in the end.
She was so cool, wasn't she? So calm. You might expect that sort of calmness from a player who scored in a World Cup final, wouldn't you? Scoring the second goal in 2019. She hadn't scored for a club this season in an injury-ravaged campaign. Martin with the long throw for Gotham, trying to cause some chaos in that rain defence. And Fishlock's there, and it's off the post. Oh, and it's off the bar from Sheehan. What an extraordinary passage of play. And Rain lived to fight another day. Williams. Sonnets underneath it and off the referee. So an uncontested drop ball because it changed possession. But what a moment, and how close did Gotham just come?
Well, they come as close as ricocheting off of the post and the crossbar in quick succession. But you can't turn off at any moment in this game. It just comes off of a throw-in. Excellent flick to keep this alive from Lynn Williams initially. So difficult through traffic to be able to clear that, but then the numbers around the ball defensively allows for Gotham FC to keep it alive, and just unfortunate. You hit the crossbar and the post.
McClernand's clearance charged down, and now it's back with Sheehan.
But Jackie, that is what Gotham needs more of at this point in time. Starting to get some momentum. Quick throw in, get numbers into the box, put Lorraine under pressure. They need more of that overload, that 18-yard box defensively for Lorraine.
Now here's Maitane up from the back to Purse. We know what she did last time, and Williams is there again. Retrieved by Niswanger. Clever ball into Williams. Sonnet was there, and Cook will clear. Krieger.
Well, Jackie, we've talked about it endlessly coming into this game, but also throughout. Those wide areas with Mitch Purse, Lynn Williams, they're having a field day, getting isolated 1v1 against McLaren. Huerta on this near side. Right now, for this last 5-6 minutes, if I'm Juan Carlos Amoros, I'm telling my players to hit the balls in behind, get them faced up, and get them serving balls into the box, because it's proven to be a difficult one right now for Lorraine to defend deep in their own half.
Nice play by Lavelle once again. It's the better of Maitane. Now Heitemer's there. Oh, and the interception for the corner.
Well, we're talking about how good Gotham has been on one end, and then this player right here decides that she's going to take this Lorraine team on her shoulders, and immediately in transition goes the other end and creates a corner kick for Lorraine.
End-to-end stuff in San Diego. And Sofia Huerta, who goes across.
And keep your eye on number 8, Balser, number 9, Heitemer. Those two players have the ability to get through traffic and win the aerial battle for Lorraine.
Into the danger area, way by Maitane. Back to Huerta. Good work by Williams. Well, she's conceded the free kick. I think we know what she thinks about that.
And there's the tackle from Lynn Williams. I'm not so sure that is a foul. She does a good job of getting the ball. It's just the momentum that carries Huerta over.
enthusiastic. Rain free kick. So many players up there. Huerta, let's fly. Away by Nijswanger, not away. Back with Sonnet. Balsa. Fishlock swings it into the danger area. And Sonnet was there. She's all over the pitch tonight.
But it comes back to the defense. As soon as that ball is tried to clear, the players behind the ball for OL Reign do such a good job to be able to keep this in play. There's a last attempt to try to get Sonnet in. It's always going to be difficult from that angle. Matane, all the credit stays touch tight. Sonnet already passed that near post. It's going to be difficult for her to get anything to redirect that, keep it on frame, to really test hot.
The first half has absolutely flown by.
I'm looking down, I can't even believe that we're in the 42nd minute.
No. Fishlock forward. Let's go to Lavelle. Lavelle clever enough to wait to Heitema. Flag stayed down. Heitema! And Jordan Heitema has scored, but now the flag goes up. Premature celebrations, but Rose Lavelle causing havoc once again.
Well, every time Rose Lavelle gets on the ball, she is creating so much trouble. You can see the offside is clear from Heitema and even Balser on that far side. And in those moments, Latsko, who's playing the right wing for OL Reign, has to stay wide because she can be an easy outlet. You saw all the numbers centrally for Gotham FC when they're defending. Just stay wide, create those wide channels for yourself, and open up the back line for Gotham FC horizontally.
Cook's ball forward for Maitani to have to deal with. Hooked forwards by Lavelle. Let's go breathing down the neck of Krieger, who does really well to find Nijswanger. What do you think the respective head coaches will be saying to their players at halftime, Laurie?
Yeah, fair play. I mean, emotional game, as we said, and then Megan Rapinoe goes down. That changes the complexity of the game, but so do goals, right? And so each team kept their head, got back to business, and really manage those emotions to be able to start to attack and take some risks. And we mentioned it. In these games, fine margins, big players have to show up. Well, big players on both teams have done just that. OL Reign, Rose Lavelle getting the equalizer, and before that, Lynn Williams, Midge Purse combining for the go-ahead.
Fishlock looking for a run. Heitema through the centre. Hart read the danger.
Yeah, and really good positioning from Hart, because if you're going to play a high line, then she has to play a bit higher to take care of those balls. And it prevents Rose Lavelle from making those runs out of the midfield with her positioning, but it also forces that turnover, and then they can go out the other side.
And we're into a minimum of 5 minutes of stoppage time presented by Verizon. Krieger finds Nijswanger. Quite a partnership that's developed throughout the course of this season as this Gotham side has evolved. Lovely play from Williams. Huerta concedes a corner.
Well, it's off your screen, Jackie, but one of the things that makes us stare, the center forward for Gotham, is so important to the way that they attack Gotham FC as she occupies the two center backs of the opposition. That frees up the space to be isolated 1v1. And now we're seeing Gotham FC with a dangerous set piece towards the end of this first half.
Midge Purse, creator of the first goal for Lynn Williams. Cleverly so. Looks to do it once again with this delivery. Esther is there! Oh, and what a finish by the World Cup winner, Esther! Created once again by Midge Purse. And the World Cup winner may well be becoming an NWSL championship winner as well.
Well, so much about set pieces, it's the delivery. And look at that ball from Mitch Purse. Just puts it on a dime. Esther just slips in between the two defenders and just gets up. And that is a textbook finish right into the corner at such an important time of this game. Says, thank you very much. Here we go. She gets high above the rest, finds the back of the net, and puts Gotham up 2-1.
And it was two attacking players defending that header from Esther. What a calm finish.
And Lorraine will be upset with that defending, because the first thing you know, in important moments, you have to get touch tight, you have to bump your players. Esther, with her quality, completely unmarked, gets in between the two defenders, and then such an important goal at such an important time.
And Esther just got a cuddle on the sidelines there by the assistant head coach, Jesus Gutierrez Hermosa, who's a top tactician and has had a very big say in the way this season has gone, along with Juan Carlos Amoros, the two coming together from Real Betis. Hermosa having written books on tactical analysis, and you just get the impression there that perhaps that set piece, that goal, came straight off the training ground. It took them 5 minutes to respond last time. What can they do here before half-time? Vuelto with a delivery in. Away by Krieger. Back into Sonnet, to Lavelle. Lovely touch from her. Fouled by Lynn Williams in a dangerous position.
Well, the set piece starts from that big ball from Huerta, and that is a player that we haven't seen enough of in the attack, delivering those balls from the right-hand side. Had the most touches in their semifinal game against San Diego, so can certainly influence the attack. Big ball over, and then they got numbers in behind. And this Roosevelt drawing the foul, and there's somebody that can hit it from this distance with her left foot. It is certainly Roosevelt.
You can just see from her influence on this game just how much Reign have missed Lavelle this season, having started the opening 2 games of the campaign, and then only 2 more games she started in quick succession after that. How they wanted her back for the World Cup, but now she's back for the playoffs. She scored 1 and equalised already. Big moment for OL Reign. Huerta takes it. Oh, Krieger's there, and it's not dealt with. To Fishlock and Huerta. And to Lavelle. Gets that one wrong.
Well, good pressure from Neiswanger. Just to throw her off a bit in this important moment. Just a few seconds left. Just gets tight enough so she can't get a clean cross off. And now Menihal just slow things down, let the clock tick.
Not been shortchanged this half, that is for sure. It has been fun, it has been lively. We've seen 3 goals. Unfortunately, we've seen an injury as well to Rapinoe. And still we continue. Juan Carlos Amoros, the Gotham head coach, looks at his watch as if to say, come on, we played enough. 5 minutes is only ever a minimum, of course, depending on what happens in that time. And we have had a goal in that time from Gotham, from Esther. Hence the extra time on top of the added time. Neiswanger with the throw-in for Gotham. First challenges. Williams is there, so too Fishlock. Esther. And there is the half-time whistle. And what a half it has been. Lynn Williams with the opening goal. Rose Lavelle beating the offside trap and equalising for OL Reign. And then in stoppage time, Esther, the Spaniard, with a header from a Midge Purse corner. And Gotham 2-1 up at the break. Final thoughts on the half, Laurie?
Yeah, not surprising with the way this game started. Back back and forth at first, and then the goals start coming.
Yeah, well, let's hear now from Lynn Williams, who's with Tiffany.
Lynn, Midge Purse doing some work, playing some beautiful balls into you and Esther. How are you able to create in those situations?
Yeah, we just have to trust in ourselves, know that we're good 1v1, and then be posed in front of the goal.
At halftime, how do you guys hold on to this momentum?
Staying disciplined defensively, organized, talking a lot. They're very crafty in the midfield, but if we just stay tight in our defensive unit, then they can't really penetrate. So just staying focused.
Thanks, Lynn.
Thank you.
Lynn Williams, big game player. And this is a fun game to watch, an intense game, no doubt, to play in. But it is 2-1 at the break to Gotham. Stick around, we're going to hear from Poppy, Carly, Jordan, the other side of this break. You are watching the 2023 Ally NWSL Championship on CBS Sports.